Welcome students. I hope all are good and safe by the grace of God. Let me start the class with an quote. Failure is the opportunity to begin again more intelligently. I repeat this quote. Failure is the opportunity to begin again more intelligently. So students, don't worry about the failure. It is just an opportunity for you to begin the work again with more intelligent. In today's class, we are going to discuss new chapter 6, and the name of this chapter is hair. Students, you just imagine what are the important things for human being for living? Yes, hair, water, food are the most important thing for every human beings to live in this earth. Not only for human beings but also for other organisms, plants and animals, hair is very important. This hair is one of the natural resource. Even our earth is surrounded by the blanket of hair, and it is known as atmosphere, which is several kilometers thick. In today's class, we are going to learn about presence of hair, soil contains hair, water contains hair. Can we able to see hair? No, we cannot able to see hair. So hair is invisible but present all around us. And it also fills the space which is not occupied by anything else. I am going to explain the presence of hair with an activity. For this activity, take a bowl of water and also take a empty glass bottle. Empty glass bottle means it contains hair in it. So I am going to show you this empty bottle contains hair in it. Now I am going to just invert this bottle into the water. Observe carefully. Here you can see the water does not enter into the bottle, which means the hair is present inside it, and so the water does not enters the bottle. Now I am just slightly moving the bottle. Here you can see the hair bubbles coming out from the bottle, and also you can see the water goes inside the bottle. I am just repeating the activity. You can see the hair bubbles coming out from the bottle and the water goes inside the bottle. So this shows that hair is present in the empty bottle. So hair is present everywhere around us. So here you can see the picture of the activity of presence of hair. The next thing I am going to explain you is about displacement of hair. Let us watch the activity. For this activity, I have taken an empty glass bottle and also I have taken a bowl of water. Empty glass bottle means it contains hair in it. Let us see what happens when I pour water into the empty glass bottle. Observe carefully. I am pouring water into the glass bottle. Here you can see the water goes in and the hair in the bottle moves to the top layer and water present in the bottom. So by this activity you can see water goes down to the bottom of the beaker and water moves to the top layer. This shows the upward displacement of water. The next activity is about the downward displacement of water. For this activity, Take a bottle, take a water in a bottle or in a test tube and invert it into the bucket of water, and also insert the straw and blow air through the straw. You will observe air bubbles rising up the liquid and collecting in the upper part of the bottle. This shows the downward displacement of water. The next topic is, does soil contains air? What do you think, whether soil contains air or not? Yes, soil contains air in it. We all know that air should not be there in the space filled by soil, but we know air fills the space not filled by the other substance. Let me explain that soil contains air with an activity. Take a beaker and add soil and water into the beaker and leave it for few seconds. After few seconds, you will observe that air bubbles formed in the sides of the beaker, which shows that soil contains air. This soil is made up of small particles between which there are spaces called spores. In other words, soil is porous. These spores are filled with air, and so soil contains air. When water enters these spores, it will display the air, and that is why bubbles comes out from the soil. If there is no air in the soil, then it will lead to earthworm and snakes to come out from the soil in search of air, because water displays the air in the soil in rainy seasons. If the soil does not contain air, no organism would survive in it. Like earthworms, insects plays great role in increasing the fertility of the soil. They would be all absent from the soil if there is no air in the soil. And also, if there is no air in the soil, we cannot grow plants also. So it is very important for air to be present in soil. The next topic is, does water contains air? Yes, ordinary water contains air. Air dissolves in water to some extent. When we come in contact with air, we can see the dissolved air. So the solubility of air depends upon the temperature of water. That is, higher the temperature, lower will be the solubility. So let us take an activity. Take a beaker of water and heat it. You can find in a boiled water there will be no dissolved air. When we cool the boiled water, we can observe that dissolved air present in the boiled water, that is cooled boiled water. So at ordinary temperature, in 1 liter of dissolved liter of water contains about 40 ml of dissolved air. This dissolved air present in water, they helps the aquatic life, and also they are useful for the aquatic animals and plants for their respiration. We all know that all animals and plants need oxygen for respiration. So this hair present in the water helps the aquatic life for respiration. Not only for aquatic plants and animals, but also for the swimmers. They carry the oxygen cylinder for respiration. Now let us see what is made of hair. We all know hair is made up of matter. Matter means it occupies space and mass. So I hope you all love to blow balloons and you will use to play with balloons. What happens when we blow balloon? Yes, we are giving air to the balloon and so the size of the balloon will be increased. It shows the presence of air. Let me explain that air as mass with an activity. Take two balloons which is filled with air and place it in a weighing scale. You can observe that they are equally balanced. Now you just release the air from one balloon and observe. You can see the balloon which is fully filled moves to the down, which means that balloon with air has weight and the balloon without air has no weight, which shows that air has mass. And the next thing is this air is a mixture. This air contains some other gases in it. Let us see what are the gases present in this air. They are oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide and water vapors are the few components present in air. So Earth atmosphere is the mixture of gases that distributes heat and enables life to exist on Earth. Let us see the properties of this air. Air is an invisible, odorless and colorless mixture of gases that surrounds Earth. Next is nitrogen. It is a colorless, odorless, tasteless gas that makes up about 4/5 of the air. Next is oxygen. It is also colorless, odorless, tasteless gas that makes up about 1/5 of the air. Next is carbon dioxide. It is also colorless and odorless. Next is water vapor, water that is in the form of gas. So these are the components present in the air. Let us see the composition of these air. So about 78% nitrogen and 21% oxygen and 0.9% argon, and other gases present in air is 0.17% and 0.03% carbon dioxide present in air. So this is the compositions of air. So in today's class we have learnt about the presence of air. Then we have seen soil contains air, water contains air and air is a mixture. And the gases present in air are nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water vapor and other gases. The assignments are: what is atmosphere? Why we cannot see air? When water is heated, we see bubbles rising up. Why? What are the main components of air? So students, you have to learn all the questions. I hope you all understood the concept. Thank you students.